How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I am back, and now we are headed to the one world that I know a lot of people are looking forward to because it's a very popular Disney film. But for my personal opinion, it's probably my least favorite world to explore because I don't like the layout of this world. I like the characters, I like hearing the voice actors from the original movie, and I like how Organization 13 plays a part of this, but the overall layout of this world, I feel like it could have been better. But anyway, we'll get into more of that later in this episode. Now, as you probably read through I can't talk today. As you probably saw in the title, I am actually recording this while I'm sick. I've kind of gotten my voice back, thank goodness, but my nose is still stuffed up, and been coughing a little bit, but I think I can. I think I could talk to you guys without having that be a problem. But for the past 2 days or so, I've just felt like complete garbage. And since this world takes place in the cold, and since I have a cold, I figured this would be a good way to record this video. I mean, as long as I can speak and you guys can hear me clear, I think that else be good. A lot of YouTubers record while they're sick. I mean, Markiplier does it all the time, so if he can do it, then I can do it.
Donald, this isn't your magic, is it?
So now we have entered the world of Arendelle, which is basically frozen. And just so I can kind of reiterate this, I know I've said this plenty of times throughout this playthrough, but I just want to reiterate this. As a world, frozen as a world, the overall layout of this world could have been a little bit differently, along with the story that it's kind of trying to tell. Now, I get it. It's the classic Frozen story, but it's mixed with Sora, Donald, and Goofy. But the thing is that for pretty much this entire world, we are literally up in the snowy mountains. You know, we get to see Elsa's ice palace, but we never get to actually go inside. We see a cutscene, but that's basically from the movie. But needless to say, even though I don't like the layout of Arendelle, Arendelle still provides some pretty good entertainment. Number one, I definitely like it when you're wandering about at night. I don't know, I think whenever you get to explore something in a game and it's nighttime, I just think it makes it look more spookier and much more cooler. But besides the overall layout, that's just a little thing that I like. But for this world, the fact that they literally got every single voice actor to reprise their role is actually really unbelievable. I actually never thought that they would get, India Menzel, Kristen Bell. Crap, who's the guy that plays Olaf? I know his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Shit. Crap. I gotta look it up now. How can I forget the actor's name? Good thing I got my phone right here. Josh Gad. There we go. Yeah, and the guy that plays Kristoff too. They got him back as well. So that's actually really neat, and I was really excited when I first got into this world. Like, yeah, I mean, the layout is one thing, but that's just one thing. Everything else about the world I love. I like the new Heartless variety. I think that they're actually really neat. I love the final boss of this world. The final boss is a giant Heartless wolf, which is really, 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 really cool. I like the design of that. And besides hearing the voice actors, you know, you get to see some iconic scenes from the movie brought to life, and I like to say this right now. If you guys were kind of expecting to hear Elsa sing Let It Go and Anna do her little verse of Do You Want to Build a Snowman, unfortunately, I am going to have to mute the gameplay audio for that because I'm not taking any chances with copyright. Because those of you who may not know this, back when I was recording Kingdom Hearts 2 for you guys, I actually did record me going to Atlantica, but after I uploaded my first video of me going to Atlantica, I got an email from YouTube saying, hey, warning, this could end up being very bad. So that's why I couldn't show Atlantica to you guys. But even then, Atlantica doesn't really add anything special in Kingdom Hearts 2 anyway, except if you're going for completion. But for this walkthrough, when we do get to the scenes of Let It Go and Do You Want to Build a Snowman, you'll hear me talk, but as far as game audio, like you're hearing right now, you will not hear it. So I do apologize for that, but that's just how it's going to be. Yeah, we got these new type of deer heartless, which are actually, they're kind of adorable, but pretty simple, not that much of a difficulty to fight. Because the thing is, I don't usually go to Frozen after Toy Story. After Toy Story, I head directly to Monsters, Inc. Because in terms of story, it kind of makes sense for you to go to Frozen last, but just because, I don't know, the way I was feeling, like I really just kind of wanted to get Frozen out of the way just because, again, it's the same. You're seeing the same thing over and over again, and once Sora, Donald, and Goofy kind of catch up to Elsa, they get, you know, Larxene kind of tosses them aside, and they start back from square one. And basically, the only thing that Sora, Donald, and Goofy really do in this world is basically go up the hill, try to talk to Elsa, get knocked back down the hill, and then go back up the hill. And then after getting knocked back down the hill a second time, then they got to go down the hill to try and save her again. So you're basically going up, up, and down throughout this entire world. And I just think that's just a little boring. And again, I feel like, and I actually, I don't know if I brought this up in another video, but I'll kind of share my opinion. You know, for a world that's called Arendelle, now, I get it. You're exploring the kingdom around Arendelle. I get that. But I feel like this game would have made a little bit more sense if you actually started this journey while you were in Arendelle. Like picture this for me, and I think some of you guys will agree. Imagine starting this world, you know, during the coronation, and you arrive in Arendelle, and you actually go into the palace, and you get introduced to Anna, and then you see Elsa do these things for the first time, and then you go out and chase her into the snow and run in with Larxene. Then it kind of starts to feel a little bit better, because then you can have that. Honestly, I feel like if they actually did add you were allowed to actually explore Arendelle, I feel like this world could have benefited a little bit better. Just because in the Kingdom of Corona, yes, you get to explore a decent chunk of Corona, while also exploring, you know, forests, swamps, and mountains and whatnot. Like, there's so much different scenery in a Kingdom of Corona. That's why it works better. But for Tangled, sure, there are multiple hills with snow, and, you know, you get the day and night cycle, but it's just so blah. Excuse me. And I get why a lot of people didn't like it. But still, I mean, I can't help it. As soon as we get to the first cutscene, where you're meeting Elsa for the first time and you hear India Menzel's voice, that truly, to me, is a great moment. I do like hearing that. Even though I have my issues with the layout, I don't get a lot of disappointment when I go to this world. I'm actually really excited because, again, I love Frozen. I love these characters. It's just the map design. It could have been better. Okay. So that's all I'm going to say about my issues with this world. And I'm going to kind of stick towards what's going on with the story and gameplay and talk more about my positives. I like the day and night cycle. I like the opening part of this world where before Elsa does Let It Go, you know, you spend the beginning of this world at night. And I think that's really, really cool. That's just a little personal thing of mine. But one thing that Arendelle does provide differently is you do get some different gameplay changes. The first, you know, oh God, I cannot talk to save my life. But I really wanted to get this out for you guys because even though I've been sick, I've been really wanting to upload more videos. You know, you've got your general Kingdom Hearts gameplay, you have sledding down hills, and you have a little mini game where you have to try and find Olaf.
Why are you here? Where did you come from?
Hi, I'm Sora, and I'm from...
And again, the models for this world look absolutely breathtaking. Like, I seriously look like, again, with most of all these worlds, it looks like I am watching the movie.
Arendelle? For the coronation?
Huh? You got us. So, what's your name?
Elsa. Queen Elsa of Arendelle.
I gotta give them major props for them being able to
You shouldn't be out here.
get this cast. Like honestly, I got excited when I heard India Menzel's voice.
You could use a friend. Don't you want to talk?
Please leave. I need to be alone.
Now, after seeing the trailer for Frozen 2, if they were to come back to Frozen in the future of Kingdom Hearts, just from the trailer alone, it looks like Frozen 2 has way much more different variety of a setting. But then again, the movie could kind of get away with that just because it's got there's more to the story than what we're doing in Kingdom Hearts.
When the going gets tough, us friends have to stick together.
Exactly. Although, Donald, you do lose your temper a lot, so I can relate to wanting some alone time.
I don't do that.
Enough!
How does that piss her off? I don't understand how that pisses her off.
Elsa,
Donald,
did you...
I get it. She's going through some stuff. I've seen the movie. All right, now we got to protect Elsa. We're not in one of those like protect the princess kind of missions. No, she goes away and we're gonna fight some Heartless.
Don't worry, we got him. Take cover.
Oh yeah, another one of the big guys comes back. I like fighting these guys. You know, I like fighting Heartless that have a good majority of health because you know this just makes much fun for gameplay. And I like that these big guys continue to show up every once in a while, especially with a huge chunk of freaking health. They've got like that's a final boss size health bar. Seriously, that health bar, that giant Heartless, that's seriously like final boss of like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Right then and there. That's how much their health is. I think the only attraction flows you get in Arendelle are the Blaster Blaze. What else do you get? I think maybe you could get the carousel. I'm not so sure. But I think my walkthrough will say otherwise, but I am not really that one for attractions in this world. Just because of how there's so many different directions that you could go in this world that I typically don't use because then you could fall off like one cliff and you have to go right back up the other one.
See ya. Go get him. Oh, come on.
I mean, if you're in like a controlled area like this, then it's not too bad. But then again, I just whatever I get presented with, that's what I do. And actually, the Toy Story Keyblade's not that bad to use in this one because since technically you're supposed to go to this world after a Monsters Inc., like the enemies are gonna have a lot more health. So if you actually upgrade the favorite deputy Keyblade from Toy Story, that's really gonna benefit you because it's really has a high thing in strength, which I like and I love. It's Toy Story, but we're done with Toy
Elsa,
Story. We have to
are
move
you
on to other
okay?
worlds.
I'm sorry I was so upset. Thank you for your help.
No problem.
Look out!
That's amazing. You can control ice.
Control it? No, all I ever do is hurt people.
You need to learn to control
Those
your
were just
powers.
the Heartless.
You said that word before. What are they?
Monsters that are after people's hearts. Wherever they go, there's trouble.
They're after people's
Ugh,
hearts.
man, I'm hoping I get better soon.
Yes, they're dangerous.
Yeah, these
You
past
should
few
head home
days,
before
like
it gets any worse.
I felt like just like
This is
a little
not
bit
my
lightheaded, but
fault.
it's like my nose is stuffed up again. It's bothering the hell out of me.
What?
I had a bad cough a few days ago, but now it
Ariel
seems
is
to go away.
safer
Now I
when we
finally
stay
have a
out here.
voice, which thank God. And I'm hoping that maybe if I just kind of
Safer for you.
record these videos, I'll keep my voice intact.
Please, go away.
Elsa.
Oh, don't worry. She'll be okay.
Yeah, and then I have in one of my classes tomorrow, I actually have to film some stuff for a class project, so I have to make sure that I can talk. So, let's have to wait and see how this goes.
But I just wanted to know why she was so sad.
Again, if we started this world in Arendelle, we'd kind of know this better. But still, I'm not Tetsu anymore. Hey, you're back.
That's the organization code. You knew?
Excuse me? Oh yeah, you forgot. The name's Larxene. This time remember. And we'll take
You
care
know,
of Elsa.
in Chain of Memories, she was a lot more vicious, but in this game, she's a little bit more chill. I'll give her that. You know, she was, whew. In Chain of Memories, she was really sadistic. But in this game, I guess since, you know, she's now working with Xehanort, she is kind of a little bit more controlled.
Why are you after
But she's
Elsa?
still a pain in the ass.
No one's gonna hurt her. But we're not about to put up with your meddling.
And again, just like with the Marluxia show reveal, I was excited to see more returning characters come back. And seeing Larxene again, I mean, granted, while she is annoying, she's a good character, and I was glad to see her back. Okay, now this is another thing that we're about to enter that a lot of people that I know a good chunk of my friends didn't like, and I can kind of agree with them on this. So Larxene is trying to make sure we don't get anywhere near Elsa. So she is trapping us in a ice labyrinth. And the layout of this labyrinth is just, it's a little bit hypnotizing, but it's not that exciting. I mean, it's exciting for like 5 minutes, but and it's got like that haunting music if you listen quietly. You know, it's got that haunting music, but nothing about that labyrinth. Like, I get it with the thorns, you know, it kind of makes things stand out, but it's just like with the layout of this world, it's just dull.
Well, we can't
It's
stay in here.
just dull.
Elsa's in real trouble now.
Yeah. Larxene promised not to hurt her, but I trust those guys as far as I can throw them.
You're gonna be up to no good.
Clearly.
So now for this next part, we have to go through this labyrinth of ice. And we have to activate switches in order to fix up the labyrinth so we can find the portal to get out of here. And you're really just wandering about this place, fighting heartless and nobodies until you can get out. There's really not much other things that you're doing in this place. But honestly, for a good chunk of this episode is us in the labyrinth. But I mean, by the end of this episode, we will be out of the labyrinth. We're going to be going through many different things in this first episode. And I was actually surprised on how much I was able to cram in just one episode. Because when we go into I was able to keep this world as a part 2. In the next episode of this, we'll finish up Frozen, but we actually have a little side adventure. So in the next episode, you guys kind of get a 2-for-1. We get to go to 2 worlds, so there's that. But even then, I wouldn't necessarily classify that second place we go to a world, because it's just a place. But we'll see. You'll just have to wait and see. Some breakable walls you can break down. I think what I'm going to do to kind of save my voice a little bit, but just because there's not really much anything interesting that happens in this, I'm gonna cut away for a little bit, and I'll join back with you guys as soon as we get out of the labyrinth. Just because I don't want to use up my voice too much, but you know, nothing really happens in this labyrinth for me to go over and explain. So I'm gonna kind of save myself here. I'm gonna cut away just now, but I'll be back right at the end of the labyrinth. So I'll see you guys then.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. 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 Here we go. Yeah. See ya. Yeah. I know. Go get him! Yeah! Try this! Yeah! Back off! Yeah! It's over! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Secret passage.
I wonder where it leads. Whoa!
Try this!
in front of you around that pillar. Exploding!
Hey, look! We can get through now.
A door?
And I think it opened when Sora rotated that pillar.
Here we go. Yeah. Take this. Let's see. Heal. Here we go. Heal.
Pillars?
That spin trick you did should work again.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Huh, yeah. Huh. Yeah.
Sora, you can plan this.
There might be something up there. I know what to do, Sora!
Go get it! Oh! Yeah, yeah. Whoa. over! Heal! Yeah! Back off! Back off! Back off! Strike! Take this! Try this! Martino, run! Go get him! Heal! Well, that seemed to lock everything into place.
That might have been the end of it.
Yeah! It's over! Yeah! See ya! Yeah! Yeah! There! Ha-ha! Right! These guys! Come on! Yeah! Ha! 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 Yeah! Woof! Woof! Yeah! Ha! There! Yeah! Yeah! Woof! Yeah! Ha-ha! Yeah! 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 Ha! 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 Yeah!
Hey, Sarah! I want the emblem.
Yeah! Huh. Yeah! Huh.
Okay, and I am back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but it's just, I know that I kind of have my voice back, but I don't want to be talking throughout the whole 56 bits because I think that'll just kind of damage my voice a little bit more. But then again, like I said, nothing really happens in this labyrinth for me to go over and talk about. So I kind of did this race, so I apologize for that. But for the rest of this video, I am back, so we are finally out of that goddamn labyrinth. So let's just continue on, and we gotta go find Elsa. Gotta stop Larxene from getting to Elsa. Well, she's not really after Elsa. She's trying to tell us this way from Elsa. But you see my point. And just because you can, after you complete,
See her?
I think
well, actually, after you step out of the portal, you're able to go back into the labyrinth at any time to explore and maybe pick up some more treasures that you missed. So there's that. You know, there's exploration to explore when you're got some free time. I honestly haven't been back in that labyrinth ever since I beat it in my first playthrough because I don't care, but just that. And we're actually going to be coming up very soon where Elsa is going to start singing. So again, unfortunately, gameplay audio is going to be cut because I'm not taking any chances. And then for the beginning of the second part to Arendelle, the first chunk of it will be turned off for audio, but for my voice, it'll still be there. That's just how it is, guys. There's nothing I can do. So, and I don't want to get in trouble because I like making these videos. I like doing this. It's fun, you know. And pretty soon I want to experiment with more different games and whatnot. But I don't want to get in trouble. So after you get out of the portal, you're not really going to be exploring much distance because you're going to be at Elsa's palace pretty soon, actually. So you don't have to go that far. I'll give props to the music. I like the music. The music feels a lot like what I'd hear in Frozen. Oh yeah, this was cool. Just like took out almost all of them. Got a good chunk of money there too. Looks like Sora got a new belt. Let's see if we equipped it. Huh. Sorry about that. See, this is what I mean. It's like if I talked throughout all this episode's length, I'd be killing myself. But, and then again, I really wanted to get another video out there because I know it's been a little while. Because I've also, while I've been working on school and recording this, I've also started recording the Monsters Inc. world. So I've been kind of doing that in my downtime too. So I'm really moving along with the playthrough. It's taken me some time, but it's gonna get completed before I leave. Yeah, fun fact, while your Keyblade is transforming, its transformation will deal damage to enemies. And I kind of like the favorite Deputy Keyblade because since it's a rocket, it kind of goes around you. So if you're surrounded by a group of Heartless, or just any enemies in general, the rocket will hit almost every single one of them. Oh, and there's a hidden Mickey. One of the easy ones to find. Okay, and now as you probably have noticed, the audio for the gameplay has been turned off because we are about to watch a scene that is recreated directly from the movies, but just adding Sora down the Goofy. And I like to point out that for this cutscene, the graphics changed to it's like opening video graphics. So if you look at like the detail to Sora down to Goofy, their clothing looks much more detailed. And they look just like they do in the opening intro for the game. And like in the earlier cutscenes with Lee and Kyrie. And I think you pretty much know what she's saying since we have the cutscene, we have the subtitles below. But honestly, this was definitely a big surprise. Part of me always thought that they were going to do something like this, where they were literally going to have Elsa start singing. But I didn't know if they were actually going to do that. And I'll be surprised. Like, when she started singing, I flipped out. Like, this is cool because Square did a really good job reenacting all of this. All of this looks exactly like the movie. And it's very, very impressive. They did a really great job. I got to give them major props on that. And I like how they kind of changed the graphics to make it look a little bit more detailed. I think that was a neat touch too. And they do that with it's Arendelle and Pirates that will shift between, its regular Unreal Engine graphics to like the realistic Square Enix looking graphics like we're watching right here. I think Arendelle and the Caribbean are the only Disney-ish worlds that pull that off. I bet she's singing such beautifully. Actually, if you wanted to, you could just kind of have your phone out, having her play this, since it's right along with the movie, and you'd probably be right along with everything else. I'm debating on what I'm going to do for the thumbnail for this video. I know by the time this is uploaded, I would have picked one. But I'm not sure if I'm going to choose a thumbnail from like her actually seeing it, or to the end when she's like got her new like dress, since that's so like iconic. Maybe I'll go with that. I'm not sure. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, this looks spectacular. This is really, really great. Really well done. She's going to pull the hair out. Going to get her new dress. Maybe Square Enix should team up with Disney and start working on songs for Disney movies, since this is so good. God, this looks incredible. And yet we never get to explore that ice palace. I'm upset about that. And she shuts the door on us. Whew. Alright, and around this point, ladies and gentlemen, I kind of paused the game a little bit because I was, because right now I just, recorded another clip to add to the walkthrough, so now the voices are back.
I don't know what we just saw, but wow.
Yeah, I know, wow, right?
Was Elsa?
She's different.
And what happened?
I would have found it really funny if they, if Donald the Goofy or Sora just said out of the blue, like, could she sing that again? I kind of think it back to the SpongeBob episode, Texas, like, do you think she knows the Muffin Man song?
Don't turn this around on us. You're following her.
Ooh, look at you get all sassy. Okay.
Well, the last time she saw Sora was a year younger. Because again, like I pointed out in I think probably my Twilight Town video, it hasn't been that long since Kingdom Hearts 2. But as far as Chain of Memories goes, yeah, it's been a year, way over a year since she's seen him.
Unless you're standing in the shadows. And maybe Elsa doesn't have it. I mean, just look how icy her palace is.
I think the organization fits really well in this world because since Elsa technically is one of the new 7 pure hearts, it makes sense how she would have this decision to go between light or darkness, and Larxene kind of points that out very well.
Depends on how she sees it.
But I was almost expecting Larxene to kind of do what Xaldin did in Kingdom Hearts 2 with the Beast. Like, I almost thought that she was going to be, like, manipulating her to try and use the darkness, but then she's you know, she uses the power of light with Anna. I think that would have been a little bit more intense, but I think that they really wanted to keep the Frozen story to its originality, which I get that, but you know, that's just my idea.
You know, I'm starting to understand why she gave you the cold shoulder.
Ha! Pun. So this is the first time we're knocked down the hill. And it definitely won't be the last.
You wanna help her? Then stop trying to be her hero. Let her figure things out her own way.
So, you know, in history, she has the power of lightning. But does she really have the power of wind? That's more Zaldan's power. I mean, yeah, she could have just shocked us off the hill, but, you know. Oh, well. She has the power of the wind, too. Nothing we could do about that. So now we get introduced to one of our first new gameplay changes that I like. So, Larxene has blown us away from the Ice Palace, and now we're down in this hill.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So as one could probably expect, we're on a slope.
Probably go check on Elsa.
And make sure Larxene was wrong.
Not going to
about
be the
her
first time we
magic.
hear them saying that they're going to go back up and find Elsa. That's not going to be the last time.
Huh? Why not?
Well, to keep the order.
Yeah, that does make sense that, you know, they can't really interfere much with Elsa because it has to be her own decision. I get that. So for this gameplay change, we actually get to use the Trinity Shield with Goofy,
Do you hear
and we literally sled down the hill. This eventually turns into a mini game later that you could do when you beat Frozen and come back to it. If you talk to Elsa by her ice palace, she'll show you the way to get back to this slope. And you can find different treasures when you're playing the mini game, and you could get some rare items too.
Well, climb aboard! Right. Here we go!
Now this event right here changes between two different stages. The first stage, Sora and the gang are facing us, and you have to dodge the Heartless Dragons that are kind of shooting lasers in your path. I think the movement for this is a little bit rough. I mean, it's not too bad, but I definitely get hit by these guys a good chunk of times. But after you do this for like a minute or so, then you'll switch to the second phase of this part. And once you go all the way down the hill, you'll end up facing these three Ice Dragon Heartless, which are really cool in design. I think these look really neat. But none compares to the wolf that we'll see in the second part of the walkthrough of Arendelle. I'm going to kind of step away for a little bit so I can blow my nose. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm hoping I feel good, get better by the weekend, because then I can record some more audio for the gameplay. We'll just have to wait and see. I think we're near the yep. We're now going to switch to the different phase of this part. Now, you won't have to worry about Heartless anymore, because now it's literally like, imagine the Sand Mountain section from Battle for Bikini Bottom. Now you're essentially just trying to get down the hill, and you can take whatever path you want. I still think the steering is a little bit off for this, but it could just be me. I don't know. Oh yeah, make sure you don't hit anything. Because if you hit something, you'll slow down for a bit. Then you have to pick up speed again. But this part was definitely fun, though. I definitely enjoyed myself going through this little sledding experience.
Careful, Sora.
Which way you going?
I think we're about pretty close to the bottom of the hill, I think. Yeah, and then again, if you get damaged by any of the Heartless, you'll have plenty of opportunities to get health. Okay, here we are.
Look who's back.
Now, these guys can get annoying when they're continually... Because while you're fighting them, they're mostly going to be in the air, but there are times when they'll kind of stay to the ground, but that'll kind of be on small occasions. But an easy way to kind of get at them is to start spamming fire at them, and you should be alright. Or if you can get an attraction on them, yeah, like Blaster Blaze. Then that could help you for a bit. Yeah, sometimes they'll just go right to the ground, then you have like a clear shot at them. But even though they have like that many health bars, like they're not that hard to get rid of. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're kind of approaching the the 2-minute marker. I'm gonna call it for myself on this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry that I've kind of been going in and out with my audio, but it's like I am still sick, but I really wanted to keep on making some videos for you guys, and I really wanted to get Frozen started on my YouTube channel. So I apologize for that. Hopefully by the next time I start recording, I'll feel a little bit better. So I'll keep you guys updated. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the second part where we finish off Frozen and we get a little side trip before we head to Monsters Inc. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you in the next video.
Wow, look at all the pretty colors. There's blue and green. Ooh, I love green. And look, black. Ah! Just like my buttons. Hmm? Silly spiky grass. Give me back my foot. Was that a snowman? Huh?
did you see that snowman?
Snowman?
Yeah, and here's the funny thing. He was walking and talking.
Huh?
Huh?
Everybody knows Snowman can't walk. You must have imagined it.
Huh, I thought he was real.
Well, maybe we'll see him again. But if we don't get going, we'll never reach Elsa's palace.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Come on,